when you get between the sheets of a Jackie Collins novel, is that okay?
Yeah.
You are thrust, well, you know, it's contagious.
You are thrust
into a world of sex, power, and betrayal. And she does it again with her new book. It's called Poor Little Bitch Girl.
Yeah.
Please welcome the author, Jackie Collins.
Tripped her way onto the set.
Yeah.
I always like to make an
That's
entrance.
really good for your book, your next book.
No, I was so surprised when Barbara said poor little bitch girl, because I was on GMA yesterday morning, and they wouldn't say the title, and they couldn't show the book. They didn't call it anything. They said Jackie Collins has a new book out. So as soon as the show finished, and I was talking to George.
George Stephanopoulos.
Yes, he's fantastic.
Happy
and as soon as the show
George.
finished, happy
Birthday,
birthday, George.
George.
Thanks for yesterday. Huh.
Well, what
And
about
as soon
the
as it
title?
finished, I know. The whole crew said to me, "What's the title of the book?" And then, like...
But he just said you've written a new book and never gave the title.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
And
good.
then my website crashed because everybody wanted to... And I was the second most Googled person
well, that
of
was
the day.
good then.
I
That was
know,
great.
so it worked.
But you know,
Yes,
different
so I was
programs-
delighted to hear you say it.
But different programs, I mean, we are a family program, but we're allowed to say it.
I've heard
I mean,
her
we
say
have
bitch
stand.
so many
Yeah, you know.
times,
It's
yeah.
What do you?
My joy.
Come on, you know what you call all
I
these
call
things.
you a skinny bitch. And she loves it. She loves it.
I do.
Did you think about the effect of the title when you named the book, and how did you come to it?
No, I was writing a series called Poor Little Rich Girl.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's development hell in Hollywood, as you all know.
Yeah.
And so the series never came off because the writer's strike came, and I thought, this is such a bitch. Then I thought, wait a minute, Poor Little Bitch Girl. There's the title. And then Annabelle came to me, who's the girl in the book, who actually goes to New York, and she's lying in bed with her boyfriend, and she's reading the papers, and she's reading about Elliot Spitzer, and she thinks, what an idiot was he? You know, credit cards going out of town.
Yeah.
She said, me and my boyfriend are going to run hookers in New York, and we're going to, I mean, beautiful call girls, actually C-list celebrities who put on a mask and make a lot of cash.
And that's usually what your books are so. I mean, we love your books so much. We just go into this whole world of Hollywood. They're usually about, you know, your heroines are usually Hollywood actresses. And this time you decided to write about a lawyer, a call girl, and a Washington insider.
Yes.
So what's that all about?
Well, you know, it's so funny that all that should be going on at the moment, the John Edwards scandal and the Governor
Isn't
Stanford.
it timely for you?
Oh, it's timely for me.
So happy,
yes,
Jackie.
Joy. Because
It's almost like you set them up.
I know. I have Gregory Stoneman in the book, who's this politician in Washington. He's a senator, and he has this beautiful assistant who he's sleeping with. And then she gets pregnant, and she goes to him, and she says, you've got to leave your wife. You've been promising you're going to. You've got to leave her.
Did you base this on John?
You know, she mysteriously vanishes after she tells him she's pregnant. And I was thinking
that's
about
not
the
real life,
Chandra
but okay.
Levy
That
case.
should only happen to Elizabeth would like that.
Yeah, but you know the Chandra Levy case
Right,
a few
when she
years ago.
disappeared.
Yes.
And I've never really thought that they solved that case.
Interesting.
You know, whatever
Interesting.
happened. And I thought, well, I want to write about that. So I wrote about a cheating politician, which I loved writing about.
You
So
also
much
have
fun.
a character that's a bad boy, a flawed bad boy. What's his
don't we
name?
love bad
What's the
boys?
character's name? I don't have it on here.
His name is Frankie Romano.
Frankie Romano.
He's
Oh,
a
an Italian
coke
bad
addict.
boy.
Italian bad boy.
I always have Italian bad
You
boys.
do.
'cause I
You
love
always do.
Italian-
But
I'm
women
obsessed
love
with-
bad boys. Why do women love bad boys?
Because they always think they can reform them, right,
Yeah,
Sherry?
you know that. Absolutely.
Yes.
that all the
And
time.
he was
We
fun
had
to write.
something else that we were going to talk about if we had more time, and that is that we see Rachel Yucatel, who was one of the girlfriends of Tiger Woods. She's now going to be in a, what, is extra? Isn't it? Television
extra.
show?
Yeah.
And then we have the call girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Ashley
Girl.
Dupre.
Who had the
Affair with Spitzer.
affair
column.
with Elliot Spitzer. She's now writing a sex column. So for the way to get famous now, it used to be, you were finished, you were ruined. No,
Right.
now you're famous. Now you get a job.
One thing to say about that, bring back Monica Lewinsky.
No,
She
but
could
no,
get
I'm
sex-
sorry.
sex
Monica
people going.
Lewinsky was not in that category, not at
No.
all. This was a nice girl, and she had a
Aren't
bad
they all
thing.
nice
This
girls,
is
though?
no, I'm sorry.
No, but I
mean,
just-
things
yeah.
happen to her, but you can't put her in that category.
You know, maybe this is a kind of a new way to get a career going, but it used to be the sex tape.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
That'll be back in 212, I bet.
What, you think so?
Maybe. When you hear these stories, though, do you automatically hear what's going on and think, okay, this could develop into a character, into a book? Does your mind
you know,
work
when
that
I
way?
start to write, I've got this character in Poor Little Bitch Girl, Bubby Santangelo, who is Lucky's hot son.
Bobby Santangelo.
Oh, and he's kind of a cross
It's a man,
between...
it's not me.
He's a cross between Ashton... No, he's not a cross-dresser. He's a cross between Ashton Kutcher and kind of Robert Pattinson and Robert Kennedy Jr.
wow.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and women are coming up to me already at airports and going, where can I meet him? Where can I meet him? And I'm going, he's in my head. But he's really hot, and he's a good character to write because people love the character of Lucky. They come to me on Twitter. Don't you love
Lucky.
Twitter? Isn't
Yes,
Twitter
how
fun?
many books have you written, especially about...
27th. This is
You
my
are on a
27th.
27th.
You really are.
I'm a
Your
school
imagination.
dropout. You know, I dropped out of school. I was thrown out of school at 15. And I feel that I'm very inspirational to women because if I can do it, anybody can do
Yeah,
it.
what's your Twitter name?
But people should
your
stay in
Twitter
school.
name?
We need
Not
to
every
follow
day
you.
Jackie J. Collins.
Jackie J.
Jackie J.
Collins.
Yes,
Collins.
I follow all of you on
We'll
Twitter.
follow you.
Yeah.
Jackie, tell
Yeah.
people to stay in school, though.
They should stay in school.
Even
And
though
they
you
should
made it.
be on their computers and they should be thinking about what they're going to do with their life because my message to women is you can do anything. Girls can do
Well,
anything. And I
listen,
really feel that.
You can do anything. You have written 27 books. They're almost all bestsellers. And this has this nice, sweet... Everyone in our audience is getting a copy of Poor Little... I can't say the word. Poor little something girl. We'll be right back with Project...